Oh, third time's a charm, hopefully. Sorry, welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Part 2. I'm having technical problems already, and I'm getting pissed off. Basically, my capture card is deciding that it doesn't want to play nice, and every single time that I slightly move it, it decides, oh, let's crash his computer! Oh yeah, that's something I didn't explain last time. If you kill enough enemies that you've already killed, they drop these weird little sphere things, and as you can see, around Spyro's head, I'll demonstrate, it kind of fills up with a little, for his lives thing. If you collect a ring of those spheres around his head, it gives you an extra life. So it basically gives you good reason to kill enemies again if you're like replaying a world to pick up something that you missed or whatever. Anyway, we're going to start with Dark Hollow again, because I always feel that Stone Hell takes ages. So we'll do that second. Maybe this time it's actually going to work. Otherwise I'm going to be in a really shitty mood if I have to keep recording. But I can't see any reason why it would play out now. So anyway, these guys are stupid because you can't torch them when they're shielding, but then every now and again they take their shield down, threaten you with their sword, and basically you knife them. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm hiccuping, or sort of like semi-hiccuping, semi-burping at the same time, I kind of go sort of thing. This guy drank like a pint of Coke. A pint of Coke is a bit of a weird measurement, but I've got a pint glass, so I basically just drank out of that. Anyway, yeah, these big guys you can't charge, you have to torch them. And that also works for Gnorcs with, because these little guys are called Gnorcs. That also works for Gnorcs, with the big Gnorcs who wear metal armour. You have to torch them, but obviously because they've got metal you can't torch them from the front, so you have to find a way to get behind them and torch them from the back. I always find it funny that the Gnorcs look kind of like the toads that you see. Anyway, so for some people this would pretty much be the end of the level. You've got through it. It's a very short little area. If anything, this is probably the first world that you should come to. Maybe before
big enemies like this gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
What was I saying? Town Square I think is 100 and... oh no, Town Square is 200 and this is 100, so perhaps this would have been the best one to start with in terms of simplicity. But, yeah. So anyway, today I've been kind of busy. I was meant to be getting up early, but because I ended up going to bed late last night, after... well, it wasn't really my fault, I was trying to sleep, but it was hot, and then I closed my window, and then it was... sorry, I closed my window, it was hot, I opened my window, it was cold, because it is autumn now, obviously. Or fall, as you'd say in the US, I guess. The US of A. So it's kind of getting a bit colder out there. But, yeah, I've been kind of busy today with that. Basically, we've got a party going on. And, yeah, so you have to flame it from behind. Got a party going on tonight, because it's one of my housemates' birthday, so we're having a party for her. And then after that, when we're going out this evening into town, well, I say this evening, I mean tonight, we're going out tonight, but, oh, I always missed this one. But yeah, I've basically been busy helping her out with setting up today. And, yeah, I'll explain something more about that in a minute.
Psst, Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Well, personally, I don't think that's much of a secret, seeing as it's in the instruction manual, if I recall. But never mind. The point is, I've been pretty busy all day with all the stuff that I was doing for her, and then this evening I was like, okay, seeing as I've helped you out all day getting ready for your thing, do you mind taking me to the supermarket? And so she did, and I was like, okay, I need to get some beer, so where's my, because you obviously need ID to buy it. And as long as you're 18, you can buy it. And my ID says that I am, so it's good. Can't bother to watch the animation, basically the key goes in the lock. And, yeah, that basically happened, but then I went to get my card out of my wallet, and didn't have my card, it wasn't in there. So, let's just watch this guy first.
Oh, it's you! I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Yep, you're telling me a little bit later that you really should have done, but never mind. And the music stopped. Beautiful. So basically, I was like, oh shit. So then I called up my friends, I asked the shop if they'd had one turned in, checked my all my jeans and stuff, and other stuff, bits and pieces, basically checked all the places I thought it could be, and I couldn't find it. So I had to call up the bank and ask them to cancel my debit card and send me a new one, which we'll be getting here next week. Until then, I'm pretty much screwed on getting money out, which is going to be bad, especially considering tomorrow night I'm meant to be paying on card, but I might just have to borrow some cash off somebody again. How are we doing for time? 6 minutes. Yeah, that should be fine to do Stonehill. I think Stonehill has 300 treasure. It's a bit harder to find everything. It's a bit bigger. There's more of it, to be honest. I think this is the hardest sort of normal level in this area. What was it? Oh, it's only 200. I thought it might be 300. I remember last time I played this, because I was playing it for myself, obviously, like about a year ago, and I was going for 100% run then, because I'd never been able to do 100% run, and you can't do something if you don't get 100% run. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but yeah, those guys are going to try and headbutt me. But as per usual on this game, if you headbutt and they headbutt, your headbutt is better. Dragon beats bull, I guess. It's like rock, paper, scissors, except bull, gnorc, dragon or something. Because those little green guys that we've been coming across are called gnorcs. Is my capture card playing nice? Okay, it is good. I've just got to be a little bit...
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I said I wouldn't interrupt dragons. That's very rude of me. You know, as the host, I should be polite. I totally lost my train of thought now. God damn it. Damn me and my polite ways. Extra life. Sweet. I probably will die a few times in this LP. I probably won't get... I don't know if I'm going to get any game overs, but I bet you I'll die a few times. Astor.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
One of them old guys that just goes on and you're like, shut up. Now I would save. These are how you save, by the way. You have to land on a dragon square and talk to the fairy. I think she's called Zoe or something. If you talk to her, she'll save your progress. Well, you select to save your progress. But you have to talk to her to save, and I do that at the end of every video. I think I did it last time. Okay, so here's obviously the... this is usually one of these cases where you fall down a hole and you're like, how do I get back up? And then a magic whirlwind appears. But let's just get the dragon down here first. Gavin and Stacy.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Not happy. Oh my, I'm 14 dragons already. That's pretty impressive. I'm doing pretty well. I can't remember how many there are in total. I think it's like 80 or something, or 90. In the entire game, that is. But there's other sorts of things like gems, dragon eggs. They're all sort of things that inhibit your progress. And yes, you're right. You did just hear a thief, and he's got a dragon egg in this level. They don't always have dragon eggs, but most of the time. Okay, I don't like... Ball's alright, but these guys are a pain. I like to try and glide at them. You'll see in the boss world, they're quite common, and they've got another specific enemy which is only found in that area. Hey, I torched you, you bastard. Don't do that. Yeah, whilst you're chasing butterflies, Sparks, I'm round picking up treasure, headbutting balls, making sure the world's safe, you know, doing my duties as dragon, or last remaining dragon. You'd think, though, the second you release a dragon, you'd be like, nah, let's let them take care of it.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet!
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Not a good bit of advice here, to be honest, when you're trying to get across. It's like, oh, let's press triangle in my glide, this should work. It doesn't. Fucking doesn't. However, I could have demonstrated it there, but I think I've demonstrated it before. So now it's just a case of picking up all the remaining treasure and finding a treasure key, I believe. There's quite a lot of it knocking around in hidden places, like around here and stuff. Sparks is a bit he's quite helpful, flying around and picking up treasure for you and stuff. Okay, I see that thief. But I just want to check in this area over here to make sure that there's no treasure that I've missed. And as per usual on Spyro, if you head towards the edge of the map, something will stop you. In this case, it's a weird invisible barrier. But don't complain, I guess it gives you some sort of boundaries. But now it's just a case of picking up all the remaining treasure, which I can never always find all of. There's usually quite a lot that I miss. Anyway, let's go get this thief. And he's going to run quite far. It's quite a slow one compared to some of the ones you find later. Usually you can spend a good 5 minutes chasing them around and you won't get anywhere. But that's 2 dragon eggs out of 12. That's good. Good bit of progress right there. 169. Yeah, 69. Yeah, there's a bit of treasure down here. Don't, whatever you do, think, oh, let's go for a swim, because you can't. And if you spend too long in the water, even with Sparks' protection, you will just drown. I'm not going to demonstrate that for the sake of it. So let's go find this remaining bit of treasure. What is it? 188. So in theory there should be 12 in that treasure chest, although I bet you there's just 1. Where was it? Was it this one here? I think it was. Oops. Oops. There's 10 in there. So I've missed 2. I don't like it when I miss the treasure because it means now we got to go on a wild goose chase looking for a green or 2 reds or something. And it's probably silly because it's probably something that I walked right past or something. Oh, my legs, hang on. I'm hoping this doesn't freak out the capture card. I was sitting in a weird position and my leg fell asleep. And now I've got itchiness. I'm not saying what's itchy. You don't want to know. Ew. No, didn't miss any greens down here. Didn't miss any greens here. Usually it's a red knocking around the outside somewhere that I miss. Now can I... I'm just trying to remember if I could... Can I jump on this and then... Oh, not quite. So I will have to go back round the long way. I'm not make any cuts here. Not making any cuts because I don't want to. That's not how I roll. Might have been an enemy or something I've missed. Especially in this area, it's quite an open-ended area. Oh, not again. I hate it when this fucking thing goes off. She's probably burned all the food she was... No, she wouldn't have burned all the food she was cooking. She was just cooking some. Oh, that's going to go off for a little while. Sorry. Put it like this, so let's have some consolation. If it's hurting your head, can you imagine how much it's hurting my head? Well, the problem's not in my room, apparently, otherwise I'd light, but I'm not. Ah! There we go. We can get out of this world now. Thank you. That's how long they usually last. So even if you fly into the portal, it'll take you back. Don't it? This world always takes a little bit longer than the rest. Or at least I find so. Oh yeah, you guys run away like that.